OWW Radio.
All right, where do you go to find downloadable professional wrestling on demand? One site, clickwrestle.com. Whether it's male or female, mixed, you want some free videos, wrestlers, and the catalogs that follow, clickwrestle.com. Featuring wrestling matches involving Claudio Castagnoli, Art Cannon, Cheerleader Melissa, American Dragon, Daphne, Chris Hero, and many more. ClickWrestle.com matches are now only $2.95 to purchase. $2.95. Can't go wrong with $2.95. Just log on to www.clickwrestle.com. ClickWrestle.com.
All right, welcome back to OWW Radio. I'm Nick Anthony. We are right in the middle of OWW Jeopardy. Matter of fact, the final round. I've got the answers off the air and the wager points we got on the air. Daniel Correa, Old School Warrior from OWW Genesis, is wagering 50 points on the question, who innovated this particular move that I will get to shortly. Aaron, he bet it all. He wagered it all, his entire 80 points on that particular question. And here is the question for Final Jeopardy. Who is credited as the innovator of the famed Texas Cloverleaf submission hold? We'll go to Daniel Correa first. Who is credited as the innovator of the famed Texas Cloverleaf submission hold? Daniel, your answer, please.
I said Dean Malenko.
Dean Malenko, and you wagered 50 points, and that would be wrong. Taking you down to 70 points. Aaron, who is credited as the innovator of the famed Texas Cloverleaf submission hold? Let's find out what you said. And you said, sir?
I said Dean Malenko.
And you two would be wrong, and you wagered all of your 80 points, leaving Daniel Correa as our winner with 70 points for OWW Jeopardy, who is now qualified in the OWW Jeopardy Championship Tournament, as well as Ramon Razor from last month. We'll catch up more on OWW Jeopardy next month. If you want to be a contestant, log on to radio or email us at radio@onlineworldofwrestling.com. radio@onlineworldofwrestling.com, or you can give us a shout out or voicemail at 1-866-543-OWW 0-866-543-6990. Thanks both of you guys for being contestants on OWW Jeopardy.
OWW Radio.
Nick Bockwinkel is one of the sport's most famous and well-respected wrestlers in the past years. During his career, he did it all. NWA, AWA, regional, world titles both as singles wrestler and tag team champion. Bockwinkel is best known or remembered as one of the greatest heel champions of all time. OWW Radio, this is legendary Hall of Famer Nick Bockwinkel. Nick, welcome to OWW Radio.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to be with you today.
Now, of course, the CAC reunion of 09 is right around the corner. Matter of fact, it's next week, April 13th through the 15th.
Right.
When did you become the president of the CAC?
Actually, probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bastine he said he was going to be retiring, and he had this massive pension that he was going to get, which I'm kind of looking forward to, but somehow or another I got a feeling it might just not be there.
Right.
But anyway, so it's been a couple of years now that I've been the president.
A couple of years that you've been the president. What are some of your fondest memories of being president for the past year or so?
Well, I think it's needless to say, it's an honor that those who I went up and down the road with, those promoters who promoted when I was, in my lifetime, and it's kind of a complimentary, so to speak, blessings, if I can call it that. That they asked me to be president.
Right. Now, some of the festivities that are happening on April 13th through the 15th out there in Vegas at the Gold Coast Casino. Log on to caulifloweralleyclub.org for more information, or online worldofwrestling.com. We'll have a link to the site on our site, onlineworldofwrestling.com. On the homepage, it says the Sports Illustrated legend, Canvas Man, Robbie Ellis. What's this about? You're going to show a premiere of a trailer for the Canvas Man there?
If that is what is on the schedule, not that I make it up, because for all intents and purposes, Carl Lauer, he's the executive secretary of the club,
right?
And I'll be real. We got to be real honest. I mean, he the nuts and bolts and the tweaking and the little details and stuff of all sorts of natures. He's the one that makes this whole thing run and tick. Him and then of course our up in Dean Silverstone up out of Seattle. He's the one that does our brochure and our program, and it's just a good group of people who really, most jocks like myself, I mean, they're half in the ball game and half out,
I hear you.
So they spent all their energy beating their head onto something, and so it's nice to have people like Dean Silverstone and the whole committee of the people that make up the Cauliflower Alley Club.
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to most during the event. J.J. Dillon's, I believe he's going to be hosting the seminar for the managerial talks there in Vegas. That's what I'm looking forward most to. What are you looking forward to?
Well, what's interesting when we have the little mini seminars, the questions that the young bucks that are out there busting their butt, flying up in the air, hitting the mat, taking all the bumps, and what's interesting is all of the questions they throw at us, figuring that we've got all the answers, and we have definitely some of the answers as to how the world turns, but at the same time, there's sometimes it's fun to get a novel question, that kind of stumps you a little bit, and then we look around at each other, two or three maybe of the other pros my age, and that have done as many years as I have, and say, we're going to clue these guys in, right? We're all looking at each other now.
Right. Pro Wrestling Revolution, they're going to be on that Monday doing a show. Is this going to be at the Gold Coast Casino?
That's the intent. It's from a financial liability standpoint. The CAC doesn't have anything to do with it. They do it separately as far as responsibility goes.
Right.
And so that's we hope that's going to be a plus always.
Right. Into your career a little bit. You're a second-generation wrestler. You teamed with your father, the famous Warren Bockwinkel, during his early stages of his career. How was it teaming with your father, father-son duel?
Oh, well, what's so interesting is when you do something stupid in the ring, you hear your father go, "Come here!" and it's the same way he yelled at you if you were screwing up at home, or dropped something in the garage that you shouldn't have dropped, or whatever. I'm going to get scolded by Dad. What did I do wrong? Type thing. But my father, God bless him, he's my biggest asset for when I became a professional wrestler. And his humility made me grasp and understand the animal for what it was. Because egos just abounded